Hey guys, it's Nicole and welcome to this week's update. I honestly can't remember the last time I did a bump date. I can't remember if I was 16 or 17 weeks. So I am very much overdue for a bump date. I am now 20 weeks but closer to 21 to be honest. And I just have not got around to filming an update. Every time I thought about it I was like, well, I'm pretty much at another week, so I'll just wait a few days and film and do a few weeks together. And yeah, I just never got around to it. So to be honest, there's not a great deal to update you guys on. I feel like the second trimester is treating me really well. I'm feeling more human again, and most of the time I don't really feel pregnant, besides obviously the belly and feeling baby move and that sort of thing now. But otherwise, I feel like my energy is back and that sort of thing, so definitely feeling a lot better. My headaches have gone away now, which is great, and they just kind of slowly got better over the last few weeks till I noticed that I wasn't getting them anymore. The baby's movements have definitely got a lot stronger. I'm feeling them every day now. Most of the time when I feel them is in the morning and in the afternoon and into the night, and a lot of the times it's still I definitely notice them more when I'm lying down or I'm sitting down on a lounge, but I've started to feel them more throughout the day because they are getting stronger. If I'm sitting at work or just doing stuff around the house, I do occasionally feel them, but a lot of the times if I'm really busy and out and about, I don't notice them as much. The movements are definitely getting strong enough that you can feel them from the outside. Yesterday when I rolled over and I sort of put my hand there, I definitely felt the baby hit my hand, so I could feel it from the inside and the outside. But I think the baby knows when Ryan's trying to feel it, because it just won't do anything. I'll feel it and I'll put Ryan's hand there and then it just won't do anything after that. So Ryan hasn't been able to feel the movements from the outside yet, but I'm pretty sure in the next few weeks he will be able to. With his new job, he spends most of the week interstate at the moment and then is just back for the weekend, so we've only sort of got that little window there for him to try and feel movements. I'm still going to the gym. I definitely am going more regularly now that I've got my energy back, so I'm going anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week, and mostly I go on Mondays, which is leg day. I did that yesterday. Tuesdays, which is boxing, and then Thursdays, which is HIIT, which is high intensity interval training. Obviously I've had to change up a little bit what I do, but most of the time I'm able to do things that I normally would be able to do. Ab work is pretty much completely out now. The only thing I do is bridges. I can't do sit-ups or anything like that anymore. It's too uncomfortable and not really recommended, I think. I don't know. I kind of just gauge what my trainer says I can do and what I can't do, and that is off the list now. I find with boxing I haven't had to alter anything. I guess in general I slow down a bit. I'm really just trying to concentrate on my technique because I don't obviously want to pull anything, and I know all of the hormones that are happening in my body with the relax, and you're more likely to overextend and that sort of thing. So I'm definitely very mindful of that, and I just take things a little bit slower if I need to. And obviously with the high intensity interval training, I don't go as high intensity as I normally would, because obviously I don't want to get my heart rate up too high. I don't monitor my heart rate or anything like that, but I sort of just gauge myself. If I feel like I'm too out of breath, then I sort of slow down. That's sort of my indicator. And then I make sure I drink lots of water and that sort of thing, and so far so good. My trainers are really good. They both have certificates in pregnancy, so they know what I can and can't do, and they're very good at making sure that what I'm doing is safe and I'm doing the right techniques and that sort of thing, so it's great. Other than that, my eating, I haven't been eating all that great, to be honest. Because Ryan's away, it's really hard to cook for myself, and then I'll cook something and I'll have lots of leftovers, so I tend to then have to eat that for the next few days. But I'm not eating overly, I'm not eating really bad, but I could be eating better. and that's definitely something I need to concentrate on, because I guess at the 28-week mark I'm looking at having to do the gestational diabetes test, and I really don't want to have gestational diabetes because that would just be really annoying. So last Monday I had my morphology scan, which was like the 18 to 20 week scan, anatomy scan, where they look at like all the major structures of the baby, heart, lungs, brain, fingers, toes, legs, like everything. It was really good. Ryan couldn't come to it because he was away for work, which you know, wasn't like, obviously, which kind of sucked. Like, obviously I would have liked for him to be there, but I invited his mum along because I thought it would really mean a lot to her to come along, and she definitely really enjoyed it. We got some great pictures, which was really lovely. The lady actually did a few in 3D, which was really cool. I didn't expect her to do that, and she honestly just did them, I think, to give us some really cute pictures, because she'd already like looked at the nasal bone and looked at the facial features and everything, and then at the very end put it into 3D and got some like pictures of its face and stuff. So I thought that was really cool, because obviously I'm just having my ultrasounds done at the hospital, so like I'm not paying for them or anything like that. So it was really nice that they would do that, because I know some people have to pay a lot of money to go get like 3D scans. The only thing that I guess wasn't normal was the fact that my placenta is 20 millimeters from my cervix, which, to be honest, I'm not worried about at all. But basically my cervix is sitting here and my placenta is like 2 centimeters away from it. But what will happen, obviously, as my belly grows, the lower segment of my uterus will stretch, and it should move up and out of the way of the cervix. What they have recommended is that I just have another ultrasound at 34 weeks. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. Like I said, I'm honestly not worried about it. I don't think it's going to be an issue. For me, 20 millimeters is far enough away from the cervix that I'm not worried. I haven't had any bleeding or anything this pregnancy, so I'm very confident that when I have the 34-week scan, it is going to be up and out of the way. To be honest, like, my midwives have said, like, I don't have to have that 34-week scan if I didn't want to. But if Ryan is in town at the time, which I think he should be, then I think it would be really nice if we had the scan so that he could come along and see it, since he missed the 20-week scan. Apart from that, like, I really don't have much to update you guys on. I did mention in my last video that I was having lots of sort of nosebleeds. Well, not really nosebleeds, but just this right hand nostril. I'd get like lots of blood and that sort of thing. Like, not proper nosebleeds, but like mini nosebleeds, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. They have... I wanted to say that they're gone, but then today, like, I blow my nose and there was a bit of blood, but I haven't had like a proper nosebleed for probably about a week, so that's good. So I definitely feel like all the pregnancy symptoms have sort of all gone away, and now I'm sort of in that cruisy in-between part where things are just going really well. The only complaint I have, I guess, is that I have been having quite a bit of back pain lately, and I think that's just from work. I generally have quite bad posture, and I'm sitting on the floor at the moment, which probably isn't helping my back. And I did a 12-hour shift the other day in bursary, and by the end of it, my back was just so sore. You know, I think that's probably just going to be a thing that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my pregnancy. At the moment, it's not bad enough that I need to do anything about it. It's just like certain days will be worse than others. I find if it's a working day, it tends to be worse, but if I'm on a day off and I'm at home, it doesn't hurt nearly as much. So I think it's just from bad posture and stuff like that at work. So I definitely am trying to be more mindful of that, and I'm hoping that by going to the gym and stuff, I'm going to continue to strengthen everything. yeah, but it really isn't that bad. It's just noticeable, and some days it's worse than others. But really, other than that, like, everything is just going really well. I don't want to jinx myself in saying that, but yeah, everything's just going really well. I guess the other big thing that's happening is we are moving, which is why I'm sort of just sitting on the floor doing my update, because literally, if you could see the rest of the room, it's just, I just pulled everything out of cupboards yesterday to try and start packing, so I don't really have much room, and yeah, everything just looks really messy at the moment. So we are moving the second week of December, so we should be in and settled before Christmas, which is really good. We're not moving far, we're probably moving about 10 minutes down the road. And we're moving into a house that's, well, it's a townhouse, but we're moving to something that's quite similar to what we're already in, but it is newer, and it's got quite a better layout, I'd say, compared to this place, because I really like upstairs here, but downstairs the layout is really funny, and I just didn't think there was enough room and that sort of thing. And this place that we are moving to is just laid out a lot nicer. So I think it'll be really good. We were originally looking for something bigger, but then when I started looking and going to places, I was like, you know, these places are really big, and it's going to take a lot to like maintain them, and I'd be constantly cleaning and that sort of stuff. So it's kind of good to have something that's small. Like, we still will have 3 bedrooms, it's upstairs, downstairs, but it's not too big that it's not going to be able to be easily managed, if that makes sense. So our new place has air conditioning in every bedroom, and ceiling fans, and air conditioning downstairs, which I'm really excited about. This place that we're in has air conditioning in the bedroom and the lounge room, which is really good, but I'm thinking coming into summer, well, this year, like, I would definitely need it because I'll be pregnant, but you know, like the following year we'll have like a little one, so it'd be good to have the air conditioning and that sort of thing for next year. I think that's all I have to update you guys on. I wanted to make this video very quick because it is almost time for me to go to the gym, hence my attire. So I guess the last thing I'll do is I'll show you an update of my bump. If you don't already have me on Instagram, you should, because I've been posting like a little bump date probably every week for the last few weeks, just a picture of my bump. So definitely follow me on there, because I'm definitely more active on there than I have been on here at the moment, so I apologize for that. But this is my belly. I'm currently 20 weeks and 4 days. So this is it with my shirt and my tights on. I feel like when I wake up it's smaller, but then as soon as I eat it gets bigger. So that is my bump there. You can see here my scars are getting quite stretched. Sorry, that line there is from where my tights have been digging in. But you can see my scars there from my lap.